Welcome, everybody. We're back, and it's What You Watching Christmas time. We're watching Krampus, and he's coming to town, and you better watch out. So sit right back and enjoy the tale of Krampus and the other crap we watched on TV this week for What You Watching Christmas edition. Thanks for being here. See how that works? That's right. I got to work on the intro for that a little bit. Anyhow, hi, everybody. I'm Reverend Jeff. Give me back my kids, you fudger. That's right. I'm one of the hosts of What You're Watching Christmas edition. That guy over there is Collier Wilmus. I jingled Krampus's bells.
Oh,
jingle
yeah,
bells,
I did.
Jingle bells. All the way from the land of corn.
Naughty boy this Christmas.
That's right. And for you sci-fi people, coming up next week, we are going to be watching an incredible movie, unlike we've ever actually covered here on the show before. And it is indeed.
I think this is going to be new territory for us. It's going to open the. Going to touch on here.
I honestly, I agree with you. I do believe that this is going to be the very bowels of what we get down to. But
after talking with one of our fans, that gave me an idea of something to talk you into. But we'll talk about that later.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians coming up right here, 1964 for next week. So we are going to be excited about that. Now let's pray I don't get the white box of death tonight, so I don't have to curse at YouTube.
Maybe a Christmas miracle will happen.
Oh, I did not get the white box of death. God
yeah, Christmas miracles do happen, guys.
Gentlemen. But the question becomes is, yes, I can. All right. Well, first up here on Trailer Trash Talk tonight is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Gotta be honest with you, just found this trailer tonight. And usually I'm not a fan of the animated movies. However, this was different. I don't know what about this trailer made me want to watch this, but I want to see this one. And I'm like I said, usually I don't care. Marvel, DC, doesn't even matter what verse you're in. I don't watch any of the real cartoon. I didn't even watch the Star Wars cartoon stuff, but I kind of like this one. What did you think of it, Cole?
I'm fucking ready because being a comic book fan, mostly on the DC side, but I do love Marvel too. Don't get that twisted, guys. Because this is going to be our first cinematic debut of Miles Morales, Spider-Man, or as some people that are not as big of a fan of all the comic book variations of Spider-Man. You mean the Black Spider-Man? Yes, this is the debut of the Black Spider-Man. Not black suit Spider-Man. Black skin Spider-Man.
Well, apparently there's more than one Spider-Man in this one. It's Into the Spider-Verse, and that's the whole purpose.
Yeah, this because where Miles made his debut in the comics was in the Ultimate Universe, which is kind of like a parallel universe to the main Marvel universe, where at some point the main Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, dies, and this Spider-Man takes over for him.
Well, how does he get Peter Parker's abilities? The spider is
basically
dead.
The
is it a hot beef injection?
There's
Does he put it in him and break it off?
Yes, he does. Oscorp, the company run by the guy who's the Green Goblin, tried to recreate the Spider-Man spider thing by cloning the spider. And one of those spider clones bites Miles, and thus he gets Spider-Man powers.
Okay, well, this looks pretty cool. The way
I like the visual,
the way it's drawn. Yeah, the way it's stunning, and on the big screen it should be absolutely stunning. I'm hoping I get a chance to go see this one in the theater, but we'll see.
I don't know why, but it makes me think of something that comes out of a Nike commercial or something along those lines.
Speaking of things that come out of a Nike commercial, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Finally, the third edition of Jurassic World. Of the Jurassic Park series. Of Jurassic Park, there was Jurassic World. Now there's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
I'm sorry, I can't hear a goddamn word you're saying. My dick is too hard over this.
I mean, dude, seriously. Now, the premise is kind of crappy. I'm like, really? You built a theme park full of dinosaurs
I
on an
guess I don't know
island?
if they're gonna.
You didn't
I don't
know
know if
was a
they're gonna touch up
volcano?
on this, but in the books they explain that the park is powered on geothermal energy.
Yeah,
So
they
maybe.
said something about that in Jurassic World. I don't. It was like in one of the park scenes when they were walking past one of the attractions. They were talking about geothermal power in the park. You know, it wasn't like a main,
Right.
a main line in the movie, but yeah,
But hey,
bullshit.
it opens up the realms for what's gonna happen. Because we can only do the dinosaurs on islands so much, and also the fact that Jeff Goldblum says if we're not careful, they'll be here long afterwards. Is this gonna lead to
life,
Jurassic apocalypse?
life will
Also,
find a
dude,
way.
we got to see Baryonyx and Carnotaurus in this trailer.
Yeah, that was
I'm so
yeah.
fucking geeking
So,
out. The little
and
boy
who
we
saved
see.
them? Who saves them? The original
Fucking
T-Rex.
Rexy. I'm a
He's like,
motherfucking
"What up, dude?
T
Oh,
Rex.
you need to like get a giant bone to throw to that guy. You know what I mean? It's like, here you go, boy. Thanks, pal. You saved us again."
Hey, Rev. It's the girl, you sexist. All the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are female until they're
Well,
turning male.
fine, whatever. Throw her a bone. I guess that's a whole different. That's a whole different
That's
edition of
sexual harassment now, Rev.
Jurassic
Don't throw
World
her.
throwing her a bone edition. I don't know. That's probably on Dixon Hole on Sunday nights at midnight.
Dixon Holes with Rev and Cole.
That's right. You want the truth about your sexual deviancy? Let us know on Dixon Hole. We'll tell you the truth. Chimera. What a crap storm. I don't even remember what this was about. Now, usually a chimera is an animal that is literally two beings. A being on the left and a being on the right that were started out as twins and ended up only as I've seen it in birds. I've seen it in a couple of cats. They called it the crappy virus in Mission Impossible 2, I think. Other than that,
Yeah,
I'm not even
I
sure
don't know
about this
about
shit.
this trailer. All I could catch was they were using, I think, jellyfish DNA to make people immortal.
Well, I was confused. I really was. I watched it twice, to be honest with you. I got to the end of it, and I'm like, well, I must have been distracted because
Well,
I
the
can't
entire
even tell you what
time
the
I was
hell this
watching
is
the trailer,
about.
I was just sitting there thinking, okay, this is kind of, I guess, your typical like sci-fi premise of it's man's hubris messing with nature and messing with. Maybe this is going to be a body horror type of movie. I don't know, but I was thinking I was watching the footage and I was like, I'm trying to decide whether I like this style of camera work or not.
Yeah, kind of creepy. I'm not. That's. I don't know, man. It was probably what I'm going to end up skipping. Let's
It
just
looked
leave it there.
too flashy as where to the point where it worked against it.
Cole, got to ask you, man.
What?
You were doing weird stuff this week. What you been watching?
Oh, I've been watching crap, but good crap.
Well, 50-50 people like this one.
Okay. This is kind of what I touched on earlier, where I said when I said that our next week's movie is opening us up to new grounds. I honestly think, Rev, we should touch on this movie at some point. It's not a sci-fi or horror, but it's fucking weird and it's fucking crap and it's fucking amazing somehow.
I don't know. I might have to go and jerk off with Tommy to Halloween 3 on this one.
I think this is one of those movies where everybody's jerking off to Halloween 3 here.
I mean, seriously. I mean,
Because this has become basically one way this movie has been described as the Citizen Kane of bad movies.
well, that makes me want to watch it even less because I don't think I've ever even watched Citizen Kane. So,
Well, you're missing out because if the new movie, this is what the new movie, The Disaster Artist, is based off of, the making of this movie, and it's just one of those movies. I gotta say, you gotta see it to believe it. Sure, I can sit here and say, "Oh, it's a crap, it's good."
Is it like Rocky 1 crappy?
No, not Rocky 1 crappy.
Because Rocky 1 was a horrible friggin' movie. I don't know why everybody championed that movie. The only thing about Rocky 1 that was worth anything were the boxing scenes. Other than that, Stallone trying to stumble over his lines while hitting on a really ugly chick.
First off, Rev, fuck you. And also, secondly, this again, check out this movie if you haven't. I'm gonna campaign for us to do this some week.
I don't know, man. It's gonna take a lot of convincing.
Dude, just I did not hit her. I did not.
Now here's a perfect movie. Here's the perfect movie.
Yeah, I will agree. Although I'm not sure if it's 100% perfect.
The critics are 100% perfect on it.
Well, the critics can suck a dick because.
Other than that, Tommy's still over there.
Always still mind whether the audience.
There's still that 1.3 person who's over there jerking off to Halloween 3 on it. They're not sure. It's 87%.
Oh yeah, Silver Shamrock.
happy.
Anyways, yeah, I felt in the mood after watching The Room to watch something good, legitimately good.
Yeah, legitimately good.
Not just so bad it's good. But I decided to give an old classic horror movie. Just also as a lesson in gothic atmosphere. Because, dude, that's my favorite part of these old Universal movies. It's just the fucking atmosphere of them.
Well, yeah, it was all about light and dark and shadows. And the shadows were a character in these movies.
Not that, just that, but the fog. The fucking fog. So much fog.
So much fog. Everything fog. It's a foggy day in London.
And it's alive.
It's alive.
Of God, how it feels to be God.
And look at it. It's got a huge package.
God, look at his forehead.
Oh, shame for Fire Pad.
That's the sequel, Rev. That is the sequel. That's Bride of Frankenstein.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
The monster never talks in the first one.
And then I was thinking Saturday Night Live. Fire Pad. Or Lars from Metallica. MP3 is bad.
All right, back to watching crap again.
Napster bad. Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. What the fucking fuck, man?
Pretty much just the title. Because my
like it doesn't even have a critic rating. They're just like, we're out.
Yeah,
we're not even gonna watch this one. Like, don't even ask us. Like, we're out.
They just parachuted out there. They had the ejector seat, and they're like, out. We're out of here.
Look, Tommy doesn't have to jerk off to the season of the witch anymore. He can jerk off to this one.
Of course, I stayed around to jerk off to season of the witch. And I stayed to jerk off to Bela Lugosi meets the Brooklyn Gorilla. Okay, this is one of those movies where the critics are just like, okay, we know what we're expecting. We're not even gonna bother hating on this because there's no reason to. It's just harmless B movie crap. It's Bela Lugosi basically getting jealous of this guy who's smoozing up to this girl that he likes, so he turns him into a gorilla.
Well, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect for crap. I mean,
if we can't do The Room soon, we're gonna do this.
It's perfect period crap though, because it is Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi.
God. And also Bela Lugosi. Enough said. But Rev.
Yeah, man.
Rev.
Yeah. That's me.
What? Jeff Goldblum wants to know. Did life find a way?
Actually,
movies.
Yes, actually, it did. I was watching Christmas movies this week, man. Die Hard, dude. It's not Christmas time until I see friggin' what's his face get thrown off at Nakatomi Plaza. No, not John McClane. He doesn't get thrown off at Nakatomi Plaza.
Alan Rickman.
Snape.
Alan Rickman.
Until Snape gets thrown off at Nakatomi Tower, it's not Christmas time to me. Straight up, man.
Snape.
Die Hard is
Snape. Snape. Severus Snape.
Fantastic Christmas movie, Die Hard. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
That's right. The trick about taking your shoes off and making fists with your toes on the carpet to get rid of jet lag actually works. I don't know why it works, but it does. But see, I wouldn't have left my room without my shoes.
And that's chaos theory.
That's right, because he ran out without his shoes, and that just made him chaos.
That's chaos.
An absolute holiday favorite, Carl from the Urkel show. His big ass as a cop, completely unbelievable,
Carl
but whatever.
Duty. Cops.
He smokes cigarettes and steps over automatic weapons to pick up 9mm magazines. But damn it, it's a great movie with Die Hard, 1988. So then I skipped over from this one to, of course, Iron Man 3 from 2013 because it's another fabulous Christmas movie. It came out during Christmas times. It's all based around Christmas themes. This is the one with the what the hell did they call that guy?
The Mandarin.
The Mandarin, and I love
the Mandarin. That's not the Mandarin.
Yeah, I love this guy, Ben Kingsley. As the part of the Mandarin was, he was. I believed
Ben
him.
Kingsley,
I
was
believed
the Mandarin that was not the Mandarin.
Right, I believed him as the terrorist, and then I believed him that he was just an actor. I'm just an actor. They wouldn't. They're all fake. They wouldn't trust me with the real ones. They gave me a good vote. I love that guy. I was sick and tired of the whole Pepper thing being wrapped up in every single one of these Iron Man movies. It was just like, you would think the bitch would stay out of peril by 3. She was in peril in the first 2. You'd think by the 3rd one, she'd live in an underground bunker some damn way or stay the hell away from Tony Stark. But apparently not. Now she becomes...
that's just a running theme with all superhero movies, right?
And now she just becomes, super bionic. I can explode in your face and come back from the dead woman. Is she going to become an Avenger next? Is that how that works? What's her character name?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either. It's just like, oh, so now she has all these special abilities, but she's just going to go back to work? I think I can fix this. Why would she want you to fix that? She's a god. She can kill you. Why would she want you to fix that? Dumbass. Anyhow, Iron Man 3. That's the second one that I was watching.
Honestly, this is the one I skipped.
But the third one.
Oh, Howard, excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Oh, these cookies! I gotta get the recipe from Les.
Put that cookie down!
Cookie down! Now! Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger in the original Jingle All the Way. Little Anakin Skywalker, Arnold Schwarzenegger in a holiday nightmare toy movie that is Sinbad.
Also, wasn't the name of the character that or the little toy that he was wanting to get for his son was named Turbo Man?
Turbo Man. That's right. Oh, look, you got your stupid pink dog. I don't want the pink dog. I want Turbo Man.
4 years later, we get a movie called Turbo Boy.
Turbo Boy, yeah, but that wasn't the same Turbo Man. Unfortunately,
maybe
20 years later, we also got Jingle. We also got Jingle All the Way with friggin' fat ass Larry the Cable Guy.
Shh, that never happened.
You're right, it never did happen because it wasn't anywhere near what this movie was. But this is a fun holiday watch if you just like stupid.
See, you were watching holiday crap too.
Well, I was at least watching holiday crap. You weren't watching holiday crap. You were just watching utter crap. I am with little Jimmy over here on this one. The rest of y'all are out there watching, Krampus, and I'm in here watching Jingle All the Way with Put My Cookie Down. Phil Hartman is a comedic genius, though, and in this movie, I miss Phil Hartman.
Here's a bit of homework for all of you. Look up on YouTube after the show, of course. Look up the Put That Cookie Down remix. Into a fucking song.
Yes, yes, it's hysterical, but I can't play it because, well, it's copyrighted. No, you don't do that. Anyhow, that's what I been watching this week on the Tubi.
See, he likes to jerk off to Halloween 3 every once in a while too.
Every once in a while, I watch crap too, but at least it was holiday crap. Hey, let's see who's hanging out there in the live hangout tonight. What you watching? What you watching? Oh, look, there it is. It's Starshine. She's out there swinging that tool. And there's a Mr. Dean Cooper, our bionic man. Rod Dupree, that man, he's always
in the place to be.
Starshine with Dean Cooper and Gin. There's a Gin. He's got an upside down.
You really need to be less sloppy. Do you need a Zyrtec or something?
Yeah, I do.
Take a freaking Zyrtec before the show. You're always getting some Gin on you. I got some Gin on me.
Gin on you all over the place. And poor Lance, I don't know what happened to Lance, our other super fan. I was trying to get him on the show Wednesday night with us, and
you're cursed this year.
It wouldn't connect, and I think he may have broke his tablet in half because he hasn't been online since. So I'm not real sure. I love you, Lance. Nobody's mad at you. I want you to come back. So let us know what's going on with you, man. Everybody on me. That's right. I was wrong.
See, you can't nail us for copyright if we're singing it.
No, you can't. That's right, because we're singing it horribly, and no freaking algorithm is ever going to pick that up.
Baby,
wow.
Go back.
That is who is out there watching live tonight. So yeah, dude, Krampus from 2015. Krampus is a gory, good fun for fans of non-traditional holiday horror with a fondness for Joe Dante's B-movie classics, even if it doesn't have quite the savage bite its concept calls for. I don't know. I kind of agree with that a little bit, and we'll get into it. But Cole, why don't you wrap this one around your finger and tell us all about it?
I'm not gonna wrap it around my finger. I'm gonna put it all in a box, tell you the story of Krampus, then I'm gonna wrap you all up so you're nice and safe now. All right. So basically, Krampus, like it says, it's a holiday horror movie. But it's about the Germanic. I believe it's German, right? Krampus is German, right?
Krampus is it's a bunch of stuff, but yeah, basically it's a Germanic tale.
All right, I'm sure Dean Cooper will correct us, anyways.
Yeah, he just had a big Krampus in his quasi last week that you slept through.
Oh, probably. I sleep through everything. I go into the Odin sleep, dude. That's what happens.
The
All-Father sleep. So basically it is a Christmas horror movie about the titular monster. Kind of not. Krampus actually isn't in this movie all that much.
Right, and that was going to be one of my complaints, but keep going and sort of the synopsis and move us forward here.
Right. But so basically it's about him and his henchmen, I guess.
Yeah.
His version of the elves, I guess.
Yeah, demented toys, I guess.
Oh, no, the Misfit toys.
No, the Misfit toys weren't bad.
No, this is the Extreme Misfit toys.
Misfit Toys Extreme Edition.
Yeah, these were the Misfit toys that not even the Island of Misfit Toys would take.
These are some messed up toys, that is for sure.
That winged lion was just like, no, you get out of here. Get out of my kingdom. So basically, we learned that in this movie that if you lose hope, I guess, Krampus will come to kill everybody. He comes to take.
Yeah, he comes to take.
Yeah, basically that's the setup. You have your inciting incident where the monster that brings the evil upon you. Basic horror movie setup.
Very much Freddy Krueger, I felt on this one. Very much Nightmare on Elm Street-ish, giving Krampus the power, and then, well, we'll get there.
Right. I can see what you're talking about, but I think we should get into what are our pros and cons, man.
Well, I mean, we didn't even really talk. I mean, so the stars of the movie, the actors are great. You know, I mean, all of them are top-notch actors. The one guy that played Derek in Step Brothers.
You can tell this is a movie.
Yeah, the guy that played Champ in Anchorman. I can't remember that guy's name either.
I believe the guy who plays the uncle was one of the hillbillies in Paul, actually.
Yes, he was. He absolutely was one of the hillbillies in Paul. He's been in a million things. The mother is a famous actress too. I don't know what her name is. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with freaking names.
The father was the only one I kind of recognized.
The father, yeah, he was in Step Brothers. He was the
right.
brother to the one step brother. Hey Derek, you know what's good for shoulder pain? Look at my butt. That Derek. You know, the one that fell out of the tree, the one that the other stepbrother punched in the face. You want to punch me in the face, don't you? Well, go ahead. That guy. Look, you want to touch these abs, don't you? I haven't had a carb since 2011. Yeah, whatever, you fuckhead. But I even like the kids. Like, the kids were great. Like, the two butch girls. And
I fucking hated that, but in the good way, in the type that
right. Well, you right. They wanted you to hate them for how they acted and how they were, and it was the typical what Christmas used to be versus what Christmas is now. When you're a little kid, Christmas is magical. You know, you get up and you run downstairs, and it's just all wonderment.
This is a movie about the loss of innocence, Rev.
Right. This is the year that, you know, where the magic is over. All the kids are older, and all they do is
this
fight.
Is the year where the sister lost her virginity.
Well, and not in a good way. But yeah, I mean, it was one of those family dynamics that you totally could identify with. Like, I knew these people. Like, I've been in that living room Christmas morning, like straight up, just like even with the old nasty aunt that sat in the corner who played the housekeeper on 2.5 Men.
This is definitely one side of my family. I'm not gonna say which side. What was that? I really need to hear that cough.
But you know, when the little kid, he wrote a letter to Santa Claus, and he asked Santa Claus that the family go back to the way it was, and blah blah blah. And he called out all the family problems, and one of the mean little girls found the note.
My dad doesn't want boys,
and read the note out loud and embarrassed him. And
what's the thing I was wondering is, why weren't the fucking parents stopping her at that point?
Yeah, well, I mean, if I was that dad, I would have been like, I'd have just walked over to my nephew or my niece. Sorry, I would have walked over to my niece and would just been like, "You're gonna give me that now, and you're gonna shut your mouth because I'm an adult, and that's the way this works."
Right.
You're gonna treat my son with some respect, or you're gonna get the hell out of my house. And if your daddy doesn't like that, he get the hell out of my house too.
Well, I can't say what I would do as a daddy since I'm not a daddy. Right. But as a cousin, I'd be like, "Hey, come over there and whoop your ass."
Well, you saw what the little kid did, man. He finally did. He jumped that girl or not. He whooped both their asses.
I would have gone around the table. I would have gone over the table.
Oh, yeah, food and all, man. Just right in their laps. So that they're wiping it off and you're taking a punch in their heads.
Face.
Dude, man, I remember, and this is no joke.
My cousins are listening. You better watch yourselves this Christmas.
I was 4 years old. We were sitting at the Thanksgiving table, and I had my mouth full of mashed potatoes. And I looked over at my Uncle Bob, and he looked at me and says, "What are you doing?" And I went, and it's. Oh my God! I got beat like you wouldn't believe, but it was worth it. I was 4, and it was.
I bet it sounds like it.
I was that kind of.
That's basically his family. Yeah, the family is pretty likable and hateable, dude. I fucking love that.
So the kid gives up hope on Christmas and rips the note up, and that's what unleashes Krampus upon the family.
Basically, yeah, that's the inciting incident that every horror movie has.
The weird thing is Grandma had been through this before.
Right.
And now you'd think that Grandma would have told that little kid, like, "Now, look here, little Jimmy. All right, now, I know you're down at Christmas time and all, but you really, really, really need to mail that letter to Santa. Like, don't fuck around." The weird thing
was it just me, or did the grandma basically disappear throughout, like, halfway through the middle act, and then she just shows up and then, like, after Krampus's, like, magic starts setting in, she's like, "Hi guys, I was just at the door going, Jesus Christ, where the oh yeah, I forgot you were here."
That's right, Grandma exists, sort of.
I was expecting somebody like, "Jesus Christ, where the fuck did you come from?"
You know, the action was good. The A lot of the scares were worthy. When he attacked him in the snow and started yanking him under like a shark attack, I thought that was badass.
Right.
I thought that was very, very cool filming. The final scare of the movie was, I laughed at that. That was just like stupid. They really shouldn't have really, but whatever.
I kind of liked it.
When Krampus finally showed up and he was like a demon Santa with horns, I was a little disappointed too.
Right. Yeah. This was kind of gonna get into like, because I remember you said that the fact that we had a lack of Krampus in a Krampus movie,
right, was very was very disappointing to me. I mean, we should have had much more Krampus in the movie. We had Krampus minions everywhere, but we had very little Krampus.
Right. I felt like that's an idea that I both love and hate. I hate it for the same reasons you do, obviously, because it's Krampus. So should we have more Krampus?
Yeah, well, the story's always been that Krampus comes and takes the kids and puts them in his sack.
Right.
He didn't do that to any of them.
Right. So, but the thing is, throughout the movie, you can feel his presence almost, like the atmosphere of the movie. You feel his, like,
you're waiting for him to show up the entire movie. You know what it's like to me? It's like Transformers 4, Dinobots. Oh boy, there's Dinobots in Transformers 4. Fucking cool. And you wait for an hour and 45 minutes and then they show up for like 10 minutes of the movie.
I don't know if it's like that, but at least for me, I both love and hate it. Like when you do see Krampus, dude, I fucking enjoy the hell out of it. My favorite Krampus scene is actually when you first see him and you don't even get a good look at him. It's when the girl's going to her and you just see him in silhouette and he's just on top of it. He's jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Most definitely. For sure. The coolest Krampus movie I've seen so far has been this one. I enjoyed watching it. I'd probably watch it again. I mean, it really is. You can sit down with the family. There's no cursing in this one. There's no real gore.
Also, I got from this movie, I got a kind of a very Gremlins meets National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
The flaming gingerbread man and with the nail gun versus Uncle Eddie in the kitchen was hysterical.
Right. Also, dude, when you see that Jack in the Box eating that girl, just like, oh hell no.
I hate Jack in the Boxes, man. I always have, and that just makes it worse.
Yeah.
just makes it worse. For sure.
This is like Snake Freddy from Nightmare 4 or Nightmare 3 and makes it worse.
So what are your cons on this one?
Again, like I have a half con that I mentioned already, that you don't see Krampus that much. At some points, I felt like the characters were almost too, like we discussed that the characters were, a lot of them were supposed to be too hateable. But I felt like at some points they just went too heavy-handed on it to where I felt like, okay, if this was an actual family, there would be some moments I feel where they should have at least some fondness for each other. But
I think that was the ultimate flashover to the end. Where everybody was now content and happy and having a wonderful Christmas morning.
Yeah, everything's happy.
Until he opens that bell and their recollection is rung, as to what was really going on.
Basically like this.
Yeah.
Like a less confused face.
One of my cons was the whole get your ass to Mars. Damn it! What the hell is that movie? Total Recall ending,
right?
Where they threw him in the hole, and he wakes up in his bed as if as if it was just a dream,
right?
And then of course when Grandma hands him the box.
I hate saying this, but this is like one of those movies where I feel like I need more time to think about it in a way, because now in the state that I am, I'm kind of like trying to figure out, did I love it or did I hate it? Because I definitely enjoyed watching it. I would recommend it.
I didn't hate it.
It's,
I would give it 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I might go with that.
You have to watch it again to really thoroughly be able to tell whether you liked it or not.
Well, not only that, that's also, it's one of those movies, like, when you watch it and you're like, there's a lot that I didn't like, but there's a lot that I liked. Do I like it? Do I hate it? Because this is from the same guys, I believe, who made Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
That horror anthology.
Correct.
So I guess this is their take on doing another holiday horror movie.
Which, I was okay with Trick or Treat. That was a decent I
fucking loved Trick or Treat.
Yeah, even the remake was well done, to be honest with you. But
remake. I don't remember there being a remake. I'm talking about the one with the Sam kid.
You're talking about the one that was like 2008. Well, that was a remake of a movie from the 90s. So just let you know.
Sure about that.
Yeah, I am. I am for sure. I'm positive of it. Anyhow,
I know there was a remake of there was a Trick or Treat movie, but I don't know if it's.
Yeah, it was. It was a remake. I watched them both back to back this past season. Anyhow,
I'll have to look and see.
Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I'm wrong a lot. Who cares?
You are wrong.
It definitely.
Let's just get this straight with the What You Watching audience. That Collier's always right. Rev is always wrong. And I guess this is where we say goodbye, y'all.
Look at that, y'all. It's that sad going away music where we say thank you so very much for joining us here on What You're Watching.
Rev just doesn't want to admit that I'm right.
I did admit that you're right. I'm not denying it. Yeah, I'm not going to say that you're always right because we know that you're wrong.
And what did we learn here today, kids? Boom! I always win.
Well, look at that. Our sad going away music ended, and we didn't end the show. So let's try it again. Oh wait, that's the wrong sad going away music. Let's try the sad going away music.
I like ruining things for Rev, guys.
I need to make that sad going away music longer. Anyhow, at Watching Vids on Facebook, I believe YouTube. We don't have a name yet. We still need 100 subscribers. And
subscribe to us.
You got the Twitterverse and all that stuff out there too. So thanks for being here. If y'all want to hang out, there'll be an after hangout directly after. So let us know. We'll send you the link. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.